Hello, and welcome to the Safe4 webinar focusing on the use of Safe4 to support the inheritance planning and will writing service that you provide to your clients. This presentation will take a little over 10 minutes. We'll be looking at some of the benefits that Safe4 can bring to both the writers of the will and their clients. Providing your services in conjunction with Safe4 will allow you to have a different kind of relationship with your client. We're moving more and more quickly into a digital world, and all of your clients are increasingly more comfortable with the internet and using electronic means of communication. In the future, all age profiles in society will expect to use technology to manage their affairs and are becoming less dependent on paper as a means of handling and storing information. When making a will, testators will normally name an executor as a member of the family and a number of beneficiaries. Safe4 will allow these additional parties to be brought into the process so they are known to the provider of the will writing service and can be communicated with directly. Those clients whose wills are stored in Safe4 will be able to gain access whenever they wish, from anywhere with an internet connection. This can be of great help by making crucial information available to speed up and simplify the probate process. If your firm wishes to be called upon to provide a probate service in the future, this will save considerable time and effort in identifying all of the elements that make up the deceased estate. You will then be able to offer a more sympathetic and efficient service to people who are distressed. We believe that this will help you to maintain your relationship with your clients and their families. Let's take a look at the principles of how Safe4 works and what it does. The primary purpose of Safe4 is to deliver documents direct to your clients using a web-based application. Delivery is immediate and completely secure. After they have been delivered, documents will be available for you and your client to access at any time, from anywhere that has an internet connection. Because everybody sees the same document at the same time, there can be no confusion over different versions of files. You can have as many users as you wish, and so can your client. Safe4 does not impose any restrictions on user numbers. Since you are the provider of the service, you have control of what information your client sees. Whenever you load a new document into a client's vault, they will automatically receive an email notifying them. Files themselves are never carried by email. Looking at this diagrammatically, let's start with your own organization. Using Safe4 terminology, you are referred to as the provider. Your clients can be other businesses or professional practitioners, individuals, or groups, such as families. For each of these clients, we create what we describe as a vault. Each vault is completely separate. There is no possibility of information in one vault being visible to users of another. Within each vault, information is managed using a familiar folder and file structure. When a document is ready for delivery, it is uploaded into the appropriate folder in the client's vault. When the file is uploaded, it is checked for viruses and encrypted using very powerful internationally recognized techniques and placed into the correct folder. An email containing only a web link is automatically sent to all of the users who have access to that folder. On clicking the link, the recipient is requested to enter their login credentials of username, password, and optionally PIN, and they are then shown the file and the folder into which it has been placed. The files themselves are never sent by email. Looking at the actual Safe4 interface, we can see that it is possible to have multiple provider users, and that a list of clients is shown. Each client vault is also shown here, with one or many users. There is no restriction on the number of client vaults that each provider can have, each with its own completely separate users. It is also possible, under certain circumstances, for an external user to be given access to more than one client vault. For example, you may work with a tax advisor or IFA that serves several of your clients. As we described earlier, information is presented and managed using folders. These structures can reflect the way you wish to work with your clients and can have multiple levels. So how does this benefit you and your firm? Let's look at some of the reasons why we believe that Safe4 will help you. You won't have to worry about security. Safe4 uses an encrypted connection to the internet, so irrespective of where your client is, their interaction with Safe4 will be secure. Safe4 never uses email to carry files, so there is no risk of email attachments being intercepted. Most of today's computer crime is initiated by email. Reducing your dependence on the use of email to get important information to your client will cut down on the risk of fraudulent activity. Your client will be able to access information as soon as it's been uploaded. Safe4 keeps a full audit trail of all activity. You can see when documents are uploaded and when your client has opened them. This can be very helpful if a recipient ever disputes delivery of information. Your clients will be able to get to their information without troubling you. This will cut down on requests for documents that have been lost or misplaced by clients. All of this will cut down on your admin costs, leaving you and your staff with more time to concentrate on providing higher value services to your clients. There is very little commercial risk in using Safe4. Our security standards are among the highest in the industry, and all of the information we hold is kept within the UK. The cost of entry is very low, with no capital outlay in hardware or software. It is possible that some of your clients may not have very efficient filing systems of their own. By using Safe4 to handle their information, your own standards of information management are effectively imposed on your clients. In case of a disaster for you or your clients, you won't have to worry about recovering information. Safe4 data is managed very securely and will always be there when you need it. In short, you can avoid any concerns over IT issues. Safe4 will work closely with your internal IT colleagues if you wish to integrate Safe4 as seamlessly as possible with your existing investments in business applications and to make Safe4 part of your client's experience of working with your firm. We at Safe4 are always here to help you to make your client's experience as trouble-free as possible. Let's take a look at Safe4 running in a live web environment. As for the presentation we looked at earlier, we will be using a provider organization called ABC Associates, which is a fictitious provider for the demonstration. Firstly, we will log into Safe4 using the branded login page for ABC Associates. The system requires a username and password, and on this occasion we have added a PIN for extra security. When we enter the ABC Associates provider account home screen, we can see the list of clients that have been set up in Safe4. Each of these is a secure, separate vault. The client we will be illustrating today is Mr. Stephen Williams. To open his vault, we simply click on the name. We are then presented with a folder structure that represents the way that ABC Associates has chosen to organize information for this client. Folders that have subfolders are shown by the plus sign to the left, and we can explode or collapse the whole structure by using the open and close buttons at the top of the tree. The numbers to the right of the folder name show the number of files inside each folder. This particular structure includes a few folders that ABC Associates have chosen not to share with Stephen, including compliance and internal client documents. Let's go to the folder called Last Will and Testament. We can see a file there which is Stephen Williams' will. The buttons alongside it show the audit trail of actions so far, as well as the ability to rename or delete the file. If we click on the file name, the PDF file will open in a new tab within the browser and can be closed when we have finished viewing it. Note that the audit trail now shows this latest viewing of the file. Let's imagine that Stephen has revised his will and that ABC Associates have prepared a new one for him. This is to be uploaded to his vault. The ABC provider user can do so by clicking the upload button and selecting the file to be uploaded. Note that the file has the same name as the original one that was uploaded to Safe4 previously. The versioning facility of Safe4 will take care of this and will add another icon to show that a new version has been uploaded. Earlier versions are still visible and can be reinstated as the current version if required. We elected to send an email to Stephen notifying him of the new upload. He will now be able to click on a link in the email message to access his vaults and view the new version of his will. We will now log out as the ABC provider user and log into the system as Stephen. The first thing we notice is that Stephen can't see all of the folders that we had set up in the vault. This is because he doesn't have permission to access those folders that ABC Associates have designated for internal use only. If we go into one of the folders that he can see, we note that he does not have the ability to rename or delete a file. Again, the permission settings have determined this. He does, however, have the option to upload a file into certain folders, as we have chosen to give him the ability to maintain some of his inheritance information himself. In the Wills folder, where the new version has just been uploaded, Stephen can open the file and review any changes that have been made. If he has a question about the document, he can email the ABC provider user with his query by selecting his name from the list. Again, the actual file will never be transported by email, just the text of his query. Finally, we will log out of Stephen and go back into Safe4 as the ABC provider user. We can now see that Stephen has accessed the new version of his will. Any questions or comments will be notified to us by email. It is also possible to invite Stephen's family or other contacts into his vault. He may wish to share information about his will with his beneficiaries, or the person he has named as his executor. This facility is under the control of ABC Associates. The additional users invited to share Stephen's vault can of course become clients of ABC Associates themselves in due course, now that they have been identified and the email addresses have been captured within Safe4. We hope that you have found this short presentation helpful. We would very much appreciate your feedback. Please contact us via our website www.safe-4.co.uk or ring us on 0845 094 8045. We would be delighted to speak with you in greater detail about your requirements. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.